Welcome to the Eagle's Eye, your bird's eye view on Liberty-related news.
We're your hosts, CJ
and Shae.
Today's date is May 20th, and some of the topics in this episode include
the exciting experience of yearbook distribution,
a look at the seniors' experience in high school,
and a feature on the annual Fastballs for First Responders game.
This year's yearbook staff has been working tirelessly to complete the yearbook for everyone to enjoy.
We handed out the yearbook during lunch, and for anyone who has yet to pick up their yearbook, you can come to Mr. Hall's room 239.
Reporter Megan Geisler asked the students about how it feels to receive a yearbook every year.
Receiving your yearbook at the end of the school year is a time-old tradition that goes back many generations. Yearbooks are filled with countless memories, and the staff puts a lot of work into ensuring the book perfectly represents each school year. The staff is able to then see all of their hard work pay off on Yearbook Distribution Day.
So whenever the yearbooks come out, our yearbook rep, his name's Dan, he drives the truck actually. He picks it up from someone, he drives it to the school. We all go out there, watch him drive it up, and then we bring it to the cafeteria, we get one box. Our editor-in-chiefs, they cut it open and then they show everyone the book and we all go, ooh, ah, we all look through the book before anyone else does too, so. I love seeing the book for the first time because it's like, wow, I put in like hundreds of hours into work into this, and now I'm finally seeing like the real thing.
Yearbook Distribution Day is a crazy time where students from all over the school gather to receive their yearbooks. Although sometimes frantic, the day is filled with memories from throughout the past school year.
So it's really, really busy. You have like 20 kids running at you wanting their books, but it's actually really fun because when you see them look at the book, open the book, find themselves, it's just really, really cool to see that.
Receiving your yearbook is a very exciting time in most students' lives. They are able to relive memories, search for their friends, and read many different stories from throughout the year. In light of this, we asked a couple different students to share with us their favorite part of the yearbook.
I like all the fun add-ins of stuff and memories from the year. I just think it's really fun.
Being able to stalk people, look at myself, look at the senior quotes, and see if people are still present at the school.
I get it so I can look back at it, and it's fun to see who was in my class, who's there, who's not there. I always look back at my middle school, my elementary ones, just to see who I used to have class with.
All the different pictures of all the different people in it, I think it's cool to see who got into it and whatnot.
As a senior, I like going through and looking at the senior quotes, all the people I've been with.
Shout out to this year's yearbook staff for making such a fun and memorable yearbook.
It's great to see how everyone enjoys getting the yearbook. The staff works so hard on it.
For anyone who has noticed that spring is not in your book, the staff is currently working to finish the spring supplement.
This will include everything from after spring break to graduation. Students can expect to get the supplement at the start of next year, and it will be mailed to seniors.
Something else that is coming up is that theater will be performing at the Fox this Friday, as they were nominated for 3 different awards this year. Good
luck to all the cast and crew, and a special good luck to Mr. Dats, who was nominated for Best Musical Direction.
This Friday is also the seniors' last day, which will look a little different due to the annual tradition of the senior bridge walk towards the end of the day.
For any senior looking for a way to celebrate the end of high school, the new Garfield movie will be out in theaters.
On the topic of seniors, with the last day soon approaching, reporter Lydia Hamby went to talk to different seniors about their experiences throughout high school.
Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Since the year 2020, senior graduates of 2024 have been waiting for their time to graduate, involving themselves in clubs, sports, making lasting friendships, and learning new skills. This year is a year where the class of 2024 has to say goodbye to Liberty High School. They'll find themselves moving on to new places and begin the next phase of their lives.
It's very surreal, really, because it seems like only last month I was still a freshman, really hating to wear all those face masks.
I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, I get to see the possibilities of my future. I'm kind of glad I don't really find as much value as other people do in, let's say, the senior year. Don't get overwhelmed by stupid high school stuff. I mean, this is all completely momentarily, and you'll be probably in what I'd say is a better place soon,
I'd say my favorite thing I did is probably Key Club. Which is a service organization that is just devoted to helping people.
It feels like a full circle moment. It's really kind of a cool thing to be going into a new school, and they're going into a new school very likely, or a job or the military, I get it, but they're going into a new phase in their life, and I am as well, in changing schools and changing jobs, and leaving the familiar, and hopefully I know that I hope to grow as a person and as a teacher, and I just hope that in the next experiences of all of the seniors' life, they grow as a person, and they use any kind of challenge that they have to be an opportunity for learning.
I'd like to give a big shout out to my band directors, Magno and Mr. O'Donnell, Mr. Sedlock, and Ms. Frine, and my theater teacher, Ms. Gerke. A big thanks to my parents for supporting me all the way. And I'd also like to thank all those who really supported me all the way.
Thank you, Dr. Deathridge, for giving me an outlet to kind of explore my passion for science.
Mr. Eversole, Mr. Barker, Mrs. Braswell, she's very nice. Ed Nelson.
My 6th grade science teacher, Mrs. Mettendorf, shout out to her. She was a really big inspiration when I was younger, and I still am inspired by the memories that I created in her classroom. So you'll get through it. It's hard at the moment, but at the end, once and I'm mostly speaking of like college stuff, you'll be fine, you'll get through it, all the applications and stuff, just keep going and just keep going through senioritis, it'll get better. It definitely did get better for me towards the end, so.
I think people don't understand the big decision that involves selecting a college and what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
I plan on attending Washington University in St. Louis to major in physics and mathematics.
Don't stress yourself too hard. Don't take things for granted. Just try and have the time of your life, if you can. Just keep on rocking, and if you see an opportunity, as long as it's not stupid or dangerous, do it.
That was a lot of good advice for anyone preparing for next year.
And a perfect send-off for the seniors before graduation at 8:30 a.m. at the Family Arena on June 2nd.
Seniors, please make sure to attend the graduation practice next Wednesday here at Liberty at 10 a.m. as it is mandatory.
For all non-seniors, the last week of school schedules will look a little different due to the early release and finals to round out the year.
Now to continue to celebrate our seniors, recently a lot of them were recognized for earning different scholarships.
Congratulations to all the seniors who were recognized at the event.
To interrupt this episode, we recently had our annual Fastball for First Responders baseball game, where reporters Henry Sartain and Zender Killian went in order to see how this annual tradition is important to the players and the first responders who participated.
First responders are those who arrive on scene when there is trouble. This year, Stuka decided to honor them by hosting the annual Fastballs for First Responders. Officers and families were welcome to watch a varsity baseball game and give thanks for the officers who risk their lives every day. Jenna Hanlon, who ran the event, and Liberty's baseball players gave their appreciation to those who serve and the importance of the event.
My dad's first responder, so it just felt like it meant a lot to me to thank them and thank everybody in our community. All the first responders, they get to come in and know who they're working for and who we all appreciate them. I think that it just brings thanks to the first responders, and I absolutely love that. I feel like a lot of schools would benefit from this.
It was cool, getting to see him be recognized for being front line. That was awesome. I just hope they keep doing it and keep honoring the frontliners, and just keep it going. Stuka did a really good job.
I know this year was one of the biggest turnouts we've ever had, but I just think just keep getting it bigger and bigger every year. Find a way to say thank you for everything they do. I feel like just a simple little baseball game, America's pastime, getting them out, cooking them food, giving them shirts, just small things, just appreciate them.
School Resource Officer Will Stearns and North County Officer Scott Schnurbush were the two selected officers chosen to throw the ceremonial first pitch as a way to show their support for the event and the other first responders. They express how much the game means to them and what it leads for other responders in the future.
I'm the SRO here at Liberty High School, so I think that maybe that was I was the go-to guy, because they know me and I won't say no. So it's a great way to show appreciation to first responders, which I definitely appreciate that, obviously, and having our local firefighters coming out as well and other officers from other agencies, just to show that the community appreciates us and how we appreciate the schools and the kids and the community that we're serving.
It's a really special event because my son is a senior on the Liberty baseball team. and for him to ask me to be a part of this and for the community to represent and acknowledge first responders is very special. I think it encourages the first responders to keep up doing the job that they do. It gives them a sense of pride in the community, seeing the community come out and support us as well as they do, or as much as they do, because sometimes we're not always portrayed in the best light. So to see the community come out and support us in such a passionate way, it just makes us want to do our job even more.
This event may be small, but it has proven to bring joy and support to the men and women who risk their lives every day. As the years progress, people hope that this will continue to grow as well, so that they can keep thanking the first responders.
Now, we try not to promote events for publications. An exception to this rule is Publication Senior Night, which was held on Thursday, where we honored 23 of our seniors.
To honor our fellow senior staff members who probably have noticed the banners hung up in the grand staircase.
This event was followed by Senior Sunset, which took place the following day.
It was a great way to both round off the year and this episode.
All right, that's all for this episode.
If you want more quality news, visit lhstoday.org and follow at LHS Publications on Instagram and follow our Twitter at LHSJourn.
Make sure to tune in next year to the Eagle's Eye for your update on Liberty-related news.
Peace, Eagles.